Guys, so welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. And you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel for some new videos, guys, because I post like 1 to 2 videos a week, and I try to do like incorporate with vlogs, pranks, and mix my stuff. So if you like my channel so far, go ahead and subscribe. So today's video is going to be about, hold on. Well, anyways, I have my mom back here on my channel. Y'all know her, right? Well, she's back on my channel today. We're gonna be doing the world, I guess, the saddest videos. We're gonna be reacting to the world saddest videos. We both have 2 each videos, the saddest videos. We have 2 of them each. So I'm gonna go first, and then my mom, and then I'm gonna go back. Then I'm gonna go back, and then she's gonna go. So let's go ahead and get to into this video, guys. Okay. She wants me to react to this man died during surgery, met God, and he met God and asked him what's the meaning of life. So this is this guy, he met God, and he asked him what the meaning of life is. So now I'm gonna react to it, and my mom thinks I'm gonna cry. So, because we both cry to sad videos and stuff like that. Because I don't know.
Because we got hearts.
We got sensitive hearts and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and react to this, guys. So let me see if I cry, guys.
Out of my body, dead for an hour and a half. My name is Richard Cole, and I am 72 years old. I have never been what I would call religious. I've always believed that there was a God, and I believed that there was Jesus, but I've had doubts. I've been a doubter before, but I'm no longer that. And this happened to me in 2005, so that was 6 years ago. And so how it came about was that I was on my way to Monterey. I go up there every year for the historic car races. While I was stopped at the stoplight, I had a pain that started in my jaw, right in the mandibular area, went down my jawbone, down my carotid artery, and into my chest. I said, "Whoa, this is strange." My friend and his wife said, "What's wrong with you? You don't look very good. What's your symptoms?" I said, "Well, my hands feel a little sweaty and I feel a little clammy." I said, "I don't know what's going on." He says, "I'm going to take you to the hospital." I said, "Oh, I'll be okay. I'll go home and take an aspirin. This will be done with." He says, "No, we're going right now." So we went in, and they put me on a gurney because there was no room in the emergency room. My blood pressure was extremely high, and they gave me a couple of shots right away to try and get my blood pressure down. And then I went right into the x-ray room, and they gave me some x-rays, and came back in a little while, and Steve, the doctor, a friend of mine, says, "You have a serious problem." I said, "Oh, really?" And he says, "Yes." He says, "You have an aneurysm, but what's worse, it's split, and I think you're bleeding internally." 5 o'clock the next morning, I was in the pre-op, the ready room rather, at Cottage Hospital. And anesthesiologist came in and says, "Well, I'm going to, give you a shot right now, and then you're going to go off to sleep." I said, "Okay." I said, "Is the doctor here yet?" "Yeah, he's here." So I asked to see him. I said, "Okay, what are you guys going to do to me?" And he says, "Well," he says, "what we have to do is cool you down to a real low temperature, and when we do that, it'll be just like chopping a hole in Lake Michigan in the ice in the middle of the winter. Everything's going to stop. Your brain's going to stop, and your heart will stop." I said, "Well, I've never heard of that before, and I read a lot." And he says, "Well," he says, "we usually don't tell our patients what we're going to do to them, or else they'd run down the hall dragging the IV behind them. They told me when I went in that I'd have about a 50-50 chance of making it. I found out later with that kind of operation where they take your heart out, you have a 10% chance of survivability. So the anesthesiologist put the IV in. I went off to sleep right away, and they start rolling me down the hall to the operating room. And then I realized that I was still conscious and I wasn't under yet. It was like I was for a little bit, but then I was awake again. And I saw him roll me into the operating room. And so I wanted to tell the doctors that, hey, you got to give me some more of whatever it was you gave me because I'm not out yet. But I couldn't speak. I didn't have any pain or anything like that. I just could not open my mouth and get the words out, even though I tried very hard to tell him that I was still conscious. So I'm laying on the table, and there are 3 doctors standing over me and 2 nurses, and they all have their gowns on, their masks on and everything. They're ready to go. And I heard the doctor ask the nurse for the scalpel, and she got it, and she started to open me up from right here down to here. He did. Opened me up like that, and then they got an electric saw out and started cutting my breastbone open. And then I saw them go down and start to take my heart out, and then everything went black. But I was still conscious, but I couldn't see anything. And it was like a heavy black fog, and I'm just standing there looking around. I couldn't figure out what to do next or what was going to happen next. Right then, 2 beams of light came over my right shoulder. So I started to turn around and look over my shoulder to see where it was coming from. And then I heard a voice. And the voice was very authoritative, not loud, but he says, "Don't turn around." And I'm thinking, well, why not? And he says, "Don't turn around, because if you see my face, you'll have to stay here." And he says, "Now, that'll be okay if you stay here, but I have a job for you. And if you disobey me, I won't be happy." And he says, "You don't want to see me unhappy." So I said, "Yeah, well, okay. I better pay attention and do what he says." And then I said, "I know who you are." He said, "Oh, you do?" And I said, "Yeah." And all during this conversation, I had a feeling of where he was, that he was walking back and forth behind me, that he was sitting in a white throne, just a plain chair, didn't have jewels or anything on it, but just a plain white chair. And I could just feel that, and I don't know why. That's what I was feeling. The next thing that happened is he says, "Do you have any more questions before you leave?" I said, I got to think about this. And I thought, I was thinking really hard, what am I going to ask God? Couldn't think of anything. I wanted to be really smart enough to ask him something very pertinent. And so I said, well, I'm going to have to revert to an old cliche. What's the meaning of life? And he starts laughing again. I said, what's so funny now? And he says, well, I don't know why, but a lot of people ask me that question. And it's really real simple. But I tell you what, when you come back, we'll sit down. You can ask me all the questions that you ever will have. I'll answer them for you. So I said, okay. He says, okay, it's time for you to go back. And I turned around. I'm sorry, but he put his arms around me. He put his arms around me. And it was a feeling that I can't explain. It was unconditional love, but it was words. I can't tell you the words. And I'm sorry, but I always act like this because I can feel it again. So, changed my life. And the next thing I heard was the nurse was saying, I think he's ready to come out of it. His temperature's at 90 degrees. 9 days later, I was discharged from the hospital. First thing I wanted to do was go out and tell everybody I knew what happened to me. But I'll have to tell you that my life has changed completely. I'm no longer afraid of death. All the problems that I thought were problems are all gone. I don't have any problems. I don't have anything that gets me down. A week later, a guy came in that I knew, and he said, I heard about your experience. I said, yeah, it happened. He said, I heard that you were, you had a near-death experience and that you were out for about an hour. And I said, yeah, that's true. And he said, well, the same thing happened to me. I said, and then I asked him what the meaning of life was. And he says, oh, that's easy. It's all about love. That was the perfect answer. So I got that message right away. Now I study the Bible, and it's taken me a long time. I've been doing it for 6 years. I'm up to Matthew. I've translated every word from the original manuscripts into English. I was baptized recently. People ask me questions about that. Well, why are you getting baptized now? And I said, because it's the right time. I don't know what else to tell them. I don't.
Did you grab that part? I cried, dude, a little bit. Oh my God, guys, that was sad. Oh, I believe his story, Let me see. Now I'm gonna get the video from my mom to watch. Let me see. Okay, guys, there's this one. It says, Father's final words to his son. So I guess he's dying, and these are his final words to his son. And I'm gonna let my mom watch this one. Here you go. Those are his final words to his son.
My son, I found you a new heart.
He found his son a heart.
I just need to tell you a few things. I want you always to listen to your mum, because she's your best friend. And family is so important. And girls, you're too young for them now. But when the time comes, treat them like princesses, because that's what they are. And if you say you'll do so, if you say you'll do something, do it, because your word should be your bond. And if you have a chance to make money, go for it. Even if you have to sell out once in a while, don't be an idiot like your dad. Everything's so much easier with money. Don't smoke. Don't take drugs. Try to be kind and honest. If someone tries to hurt you, be a man and stand up for yourself. And try not to get caught up in the bad things. There's so many good things out there. I will always be here for you, no matter what.
him his heart.
Oh.
Oh my god. That was sad, guys. How's that not sad? If any of y'all cry down in the comments section, let me know, because that is really sad. That. Oh my god. Now she's gonna do another one for me, and I'm gonna do another for her. Actually, another one. What does it say? I gotta read it.
Okay.
It says Fox Surprise Squad. Man builds 58 crosses for Las Vegas. Receives gift he'd never experienced on TV eyes. Alright.
Albertsons and Vons.
1 month ago, 58 crosses were placed behind the Las Vegas welcome sign, all memorializing each individual victim of the 1 October tragedy. The crosses served as a place of gathering, healing, and hope for so many.
While the man behind those crosses may not call Las Vegas home, he understands the heartbreak and what his gracious gift could do for our city. For that, this morning our Fox 5 Surprise Squad and community partners felt moved to give back to him in a very special way.
You come here because it's like you're so thankful you're alive, but you're so hurt and broken for those who aren't. I wish there was more that I could do, and so far this is as close as I can get right now.
The gentleman that did this, what a great idea. And it brings out the best in the rest of us.
I feel that Las Vegas is having one of its darkest days in American history. But I'm trying to shed a light on that by bringing hope of the cross and showing that you weren't alone when this happened.
I'm Maria Ribley, and I'm Greg Zanis' daughter. My dad has been placing crosses at the sites of tragedies. He's been doing it over 20 years, and he's done over 20,000 crosses.
January the 15th, 1996, I found my best friend and father-in-law in a pool of blood.
He put a cross up for my grandfather at his house. I think in our local paper they did a really small story on it. My dad said, look, I'll put up a cross for anyone, anywhere. All you have to do is ask. So people started asking. And then Columbine happened and he just left. I have seen him put up crosses for tragedies such as the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting, Sandy Hook Elementary, Orlando. End of 2016, my dad was asked if he would build a cross for everyone that was murdered that year in Chicago. In 3 weeks, he built 747 crosses.
I'm not mentally prepared for what's happened in this country. So, I can't even keep crosses in my garage. It seems like every time I make them, they go, my wife said people have been coming over to the house and getting them.
I have personally asked my dad to stop the crosses because my parents do not have the means to do this. My family doesn't have a lot of money. We get food from the food pantry. My dad drove the same pickup truck for 20 years. I don't want to see my family get upset with him for spending money because my family needed that money to pay rent.
This tailgate, it broke off open on us as we were driving, and some of our things fell through.
I've had a change of heart. I've seen my dad change for the better since he started doing these crosses.
It's going to make the families feel that they're not forgotten, very simply.
People are united now.
Yes.
They got stronger because everybody now comes here, and because of him.
Couldn't believe it that somebody would actually take the time out of their life to do this. Really amazing.
The way Vegas has treated my dad, I think it's really helped heal our family because it felt a lot of times like he was doing it unwantedly. In Vegas, the complete opposite reaction. When he drove into town, police escorted him in. Police officers lined up, taking the crosses and putting them up for the victims. It was just unbelievable.
I'm a man on a mission, bringing hope of the cross and showing that you weren't alone when this happened. God is in America. God hasn't abandoned us.
Thank you for continuing to do the crosses even when we weren't sure you should do it. I see the big picture now, and I'm really, really proud that you're my dad.
Mr. Greg Saddest, we are so honored to have him in our studio with us this morning. What was it like for you to see your daughter saying all of those kind things about you?
I just want to go home.
You want to go home?
Yeah.
What if she came here? Maria, come on out.
I'm surprised. I don't know what to say, honey.
You're probably unaware, but here at Fox 5, we have something called the Surprise Squad. And our mission is a lot like yours, to bring people hope. I have something else for you. This is a $20,000 grant from our friends at Albertsons and Vons.
Oh my God. You guys, it's been so hard all these years doing this by myself.
We know that last week you were on the road sleeping in your truck to protect your crosses. I need you to come with me. Okay, Mr. Saddest, all of this is for you. A new truck and a new trailer. All of this is for your dad.
Although our hopes, are you never have to travel to another city in the wake of a tragedy. From our family at United Nissan and the Fox 5 Surprise Squad, we wanted to present you with this new truck.
He's the type of person who deserves this. I think he deserves this more than anybody.
To know that he's driving, putting crosses out everywhere there's tragedy, we wanted to donate to him and give him what he needed to continue that mission.
We want to give you all these tools to fill your truck up, to make sure that next time something happens that you'll be there, because we know the impact you've made.
It was just great to kind of give back to somebody who's giving back to our community as well.
I broke down. My brother was murdered last year. Today, you guys brought that relief to me to see that Greg is going to continue to do what he's been doing.
Love you all, and I'm able, because of you, I'm able to spread love for everybody in America.
I had no idea any of this was going to happen. I just thought I was going to surprise my dad. And this is going to keep him going and keep him safe. And it's just a huge blessing to our family. I'm just so thankful.
Mr. Saddest has never once asked for financial support for building his crosses, and that's why the squad felt so compelled to help.
Amazing individual. If you too would like to support his mission, we have set up a link to Crosses for Losses GoFundMe page on our website, fox5vegas.com.
Oh my God, guys, that was so sad. He deserves that man, though, Oh my God, I'm sad. Okay, now one more videos for my mom. I have one more video for her, guys. I have one more video for her. Let me look. Let's read it.
Oh God. A moving moment. Dad hears daughter's donated heart beat again. Okay.
ball just to you, man. I'm sure I don't smell good. This is my girlfriend, this is my grandfather. I'm Bill. Oh, thank you. Your grandfather? Yeah. Hello, sir. Okay, please. Oops, sorry. No problem. Oh, don't thank me. Thank my daughter. Thank your daughter. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Oh, I brought something for you. Who are you? Oh, and also food. Let you finish out this art. Anybody know where to put this? There it goes. Well, it's working. Real good. Oh yeah, definitely. That's it.
No sad, Ryan.
That's sad.
Alright, you guys. So those were the 4 videos we wanted to see, show you guys, and they were seriously sad. Like, oh my god, I can't believe that. And yep, so if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos and more pranks, more vlogs, more all kinds of stuff like that. See y'all later, guys. Bye.
Bye.